What is happening to my shrimp? What is that? What is it? Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Aquamate. Thank you very much for joining me. Today we're going to talk about what has been killing my shrimp and what has happened and why it's happened. So for those that are new to the channel, there's been a little bit of a series about setting up this Aqua EL shrimp safe setup. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster. I've had it for a fair while now. We tried to get some crystal shrimp and then I had a little issue. Before I got the shrimp, I put some plants in there. I did a nice scape. It looked really, really good. I had a CO2 running on it at the same time, so that really helped me. It pretty much gave the plants and the tank the best chance to look as good as possible. But I know CO2 isn't recommended for shrimp when you're trying to breed them. So knowing this, I took the CO2 out and I got a few crystal shrimp. Now the plants that I've used in this tank are just plants that I've already had in other tanks. So I've just got what I think would work, like the Anubias, some hair grass. There's also some crypts and a few other little tiny baby plants that I put in there as well. Everything was going well, and then I noticed this. The little shrimp is just motionless. I'm pretty convinced that the shrimp is dead already. And there's this shadow wiggling around inside it. That shadow is the dreaded Planaria. Planaria are a nasty little worm when it comes to shrimp tanks. I've done a video on Planaria, so definitely check that out as well. I'll leave the link below and above, but it's gotta go. We've got to get rid of the Planaria if we're gonna have a successful shrimp setup. That's where this comes in. This is no Planaria. I've had to buy that online. You can't buy it in stores around here. Not sure the whole reason why not, but I'm glad I bought it. So basically, it comes with a spoon like this. You use 1 spoonful per 50 liters. And then a couple days later, you'll do half, and a couple days later, do a quarter. And then after that, you should be treated. The tank that I've got is only a 10 liter, so I just used a tiny, tiny amount. And then I halved that again 2 days later. This is completely shrimp safe, which is awesome. But it's not snail safe, which is not awesome if you're keeping snails with your shrimp. Now I've heard of a few different things about it killing snails and that sort of thing, but I've also heard and experienced this, that my snails just stopped. It's almost like they, I don't know, were comatose or something. They just stopped and I thought, okay, I'm gonna lose these snails. But in the end, my snails survived. I may have lost some of the really smaller ones, but the normal pond snails that are in there, there's about 2 or 3, they're just going around. But I have not seen a single Planaria since. As you can imagine, I was really worried when I saw the Planaria and I thought, I don't want to lose these guys. I had 7 crystal reds. They're awesome. They're so bright and colorful. Out of the 7, unfortunately, I lost 2. I'm gonna say that something else may have been wrong that sort of meant that the shrimp weren't really thriving and the Planaria took a chance. So it might not have just been the Planaria that killed it. Something else might have happened and then the Planaria just went, hey, that could be a free feed. I have 5 left, or actually I at least have 11 or 12, because since then the tank is doing really, really well and I've finally got baby crystal shrimp. These things are the cutest things I have ever seen in an aquarium. They are like 1 or 2 millimeters long and their colors are just as bright as their parents. This tank has been an awesome journey and the whole thing's been on the YouTube channel. It came from Nanotanks Australia up in Sydney and the guys at Aqua EL helped out a lot. We've been able to document setting this tank up. We've had CO2 on it, we've had issues along the way, we've had pests now, and now we've finally got to where I always wanted it to be, breeding some shrimp in a nice little planted tank. how cute are they? I check this tank every day now to see if I can find any more babies. I'm really happy I noticed last night that there's another pregnant female in there, so we're gonna have more babies. I wanna build up a colony in there, and that way I can sort of know that I'll always have crystal reds there, and I can start using them in some of the aquascapes that we're doing on the channel. So make sure you stick around. I've updated the Iwagumi. I have that Jag Deep Scape over here that is looking fantastic. It's a dry start method. I'm gonna have to update you guys really, really soon because I've got to share it with you, but I'm just waiting. I think I'm gonna flood it in a couple of weeks. So I'll do a video all about that, and then I want you guys to tell me what you'd like to see in there. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all the support. The channel's been growing a little bit quicker lately, which is really awesome, and I've got to meet a whole bunch of new people and been super inspired by some of the fish tanks that we've done in the last couple of weeks. So hit that playlist, check out some of those videos, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and until then, remember, when you get new fish or shrimp, always acclimate them first. I'm Josh from Acclimate. We'll see you soon.